aircraft began bombing Ocean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy, the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Ocean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from two continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Tava voando, tadinho. Foda.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place... on base. But half the tanker trucks were just big balloons. And the runways weren't even painted, just painted on the dirt.
Tava tentando abaixar pouco o áudio do videogame, mas não vai dar. Então é isso.
The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought.
Cara, você vê
que park on the fake runway.
Esse cara é foda, né?
Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out and set the dogs on me.
Charge the enemies. Vamos ver o que temos que fazer agora.
Erusia has made a declaration to the OC
aquela mina a gente nem lutou com ela, né? Vamos ver qual que é o papel dela ainda. Aqui tá falando que estão em guerra. Tá. Beleza, aqui. Ah tá. Você é o trigger e vai atacar as bases. É certeza que isso aí é base de suprimento. Então, o certo é usar alguma coisa que destrua o sofrimento, né? Vamos dar uma olhada aqui. Temos dinheiro. R$81.000. F-140. O MiG. É 140 mil. Ah, vai de... Não, Mirage. É, Mirage não dá ainda. Então vamos de MiG. Olha esse MiG. Tem uma empresa de capacete que ela só faz baseado em aviões. É a Pilos. Aí eu comprei esses dias um Mirage. Depois eu vou pegar o avião para ver se é bom mesmo. Mirage 2000. Deve ser velho, né? Do ano de 2000. Mas ainda assim, cara. É incrível. Tá, como a gente vai atacar a base, então nada melhor do que um míssil que ataca a terra. Beleza, vamos usar esse agora. Boa, esse MiG. Cara, é incrível, né? Os caras que projetam um avião desse. Mano. Muito lindo, dá não. Vamos lá.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP. Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. but HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
Nossa, deve ser velhão. Olha só como a velha é por dentro, cara.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Mas ainda assim é lindo, né? Deve ter uns desses abandonados por aí, certeza. Vamos lá. Eu vou colocar no míssil de terra.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Vamos ver se vai adiantar. Boa.
Target destruction confirmed.
Então adiantou certinho.
Page 2.
Ele muda, então é mais fácil para eu atirar em coisas diferentes e assim dá tudo certo de matar, né? Vou pegar já um helicóptero. Mata-lhe. Aí eu já pego aqui. E depois já vou pro próximo. E depois eu já vou pro próximo. Ai caramba. Vai. Pronto. Aí é fácil, né? Você pega, ó, só. Atira de longe. É bom essa arma, cara. Essa arma é ótima. Vamos matar aqui os bagulhozinhos. Agora eu tô puto. Ai, atirei errado. Foi mal. Imagina esse míssil caindo bem na terra. Ai, caramba. Bom, vamos lá. Ele ganha. Sempre tive problema com ele em todos os jogos, na verdade. Opa! Quase. Vamos lá, deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui. Opa! Isso é assim, já cortando tudo já, cara. Isso aqui, cara, avião pra essas coisas é top, né? Você passa, mano, você não quer nem saber, você vai descer no cacete. Já tá com a base assim. Cadê o cara? Pronto! Vamos lá. Nossa, o maluco soltou um tudo.
Miss, that's a miss.
Já era.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The seekers can sometimes lose their lockout to their targets too. Aim over clear ground. Skull 3, test the bailout now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now. Dial the scram. Visual closing. Check.
Fox 2.
I'm taking damage, but I'm good to go. Vigil inbound, evade.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Continuing attack.
Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
agora é matar os aviões. Nossa, mas tá muito branco, cara. Deixa eu ver se esse negócio, né? Quer dizer, é mais difícil, né? Mas melhora porque dá pra observar. Cara, se eu fizesse um bagulho desse, mano, já tava vomitando tanto, cara. Muito mesmo. Imagina a bomba que não tava guardando isso. O tamanho desse avião? Ah, é um C-17, né? Esse avião é gigante mesmo. Pronto! Uhul! Agora é logo os drones. Que sacanagem você fez comigo, cara. Esses drones aí são malditos.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Cloud. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them.
Opa!
HQ, this is Golem 1.
Ué,
Bandits confirmed as
é meio falso
UAVs.
aí, né? Mas suave.
Repeat, bandits are drones.
Tá, vamos matar os caras.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy
Cara,
fighters and get out. It doesn't matter.
Cara, agora é de sombras de morte. Esses dias eu fiz um desafio de jogar até zerar os sombras de morte. Eu fiquei tipo 19 horas jogando. Não, muito, foi até mais de 19 horas. Aí eu fiquei puto e saí fora. Mas eu tô quase salvando de novo. É muito bom aquele jogo. Conta uma história muito legal para quem já assistiu, na verdade, né? O Senhor dos Anéis tem conhecimento. Aquele Sombras de Mordor é muito bom. Opa, outro. Cara, drone é muito chato, velho. Por isso que eles estão querendo trocar, né? Ser humano por drone, mas, cara, só de ter uma liberdade de pilotar dessa forma, eu acho que, sei lá, eu sou contra os drones. Eu acho que pra jato assim, a melhor coisa seria ser piloto em pessoa mesmo. Vamos lá, só mais um só. Cadê? Boa. Cara, o barulho que o jato faz quando ele ultrapassa a velocidade do som, ela é gigante quando fica essa nuvem em volta, sabe? Boa! Ih, faltou uma linha. Cadê?
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger. My wings are iced up.
É muito difícil, cara. Eles fazem uns bagulho que não é humano, né? Ai, cadê? Caramba, cadê o drone? Sumiu, velho. Aí
entering
eles
clouds.
entram na nuvem, assim já era, né? Cadê? Opa, tá ali.
Page 2, missile launch.
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
Page 2.
Que raiva, cara. É porque é o último, né? O último sempre tem que dar um trabalho, assim.
Missiles depleted.
Ah, tá. O maluco quer me jogar no chão, então. Uhul!
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete.
Vamos.
RTB.
Aí, retornar à
No
base,
casualties.
moleque.
We couldn't have done any better.
Vamos
Returning
lá.
to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
É, faz sentido.
No point arguing
Imagina
that's
o tanto de
outrageous these
baixa
days.
civil
You
que
shoot,
não
someone
causa,
gets
né?
killed.
Cada avião derrubado,
The guys
cada
in
míssil
charge take care of the
que
rest.
tipo eu jogo e ele se perde, vai matar a gente. É fogo.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and...
Aê, missão 2 já era. Ó, temos 2 pessoas assistindo. Valeu, gente. Obrigado, viu? Agora vamos para a missão 3.